And it is time for Barrage the Farage, where you send your questions in, which I do not get previous sight of. So here goes. Dean asks, can the UK ever have a Prime Minister that takes responsibility for their actions and the actions of their colleagues? Well, I would love to think so, but we haven't seen much of it in recent years, is all that I can say. But we don't see it actually from cabinet ministers either. I mean, Lord Carrington was the Foreign Secretary. The Foreign Office completely messed up what was going on in the South Atlantic. The signals sent to the Argentines were wrong. They invaded. He resigned. As a matter of honour, no one seems to resign anymore. I think it's because we have too many career politicians. Nigel asks me, is there any likelihood that Britain will leave the ECHR? Brexit was about leaving that European treaty, and there is still unfinished business there, and I'll talk more about that over the course of the new year. I think the next Brexit that's needed is from ECHR and some of the agreements that were made with the United Nations. These are 1950s agreements in what was a very, very different world. And if we don't deal with them, then problems like the English Channel, it won't be 28,000 next year. It'll be a number that is simply out of control. Peter asks, who has been your favourite Talking Pints guest? Well, Elizabeth, of course, because she's inspirational. What other answer was I going to give with her sitting there? But it was very good anyway. Julia asks, are you celebrating New Year at home or in a pub? Both is the answer to that. I'll do both, but I'll certainly pay the pub a visit. Peter asks about the Ashes. How can England win a Test series in Australia? Folks, we had Alan Lamb on last night. I looked at the numbers. Joe Root this year has scored an amazing 1,700 Test runs. Rory Burns has scored 500. The third highest scorer is extras. The third highest scorer this year are the other sides, bowling wides. It's unbelievable. It was awful last night. Ghastly.